So while we wait for Sara Pitre-Durocher, why don't you all tell me what your favorite thing about her is?
Boy, where to start?
My favorite thing, is this thing on? My favorite thing about her is her love of Yoda.
Yes, she is a really big Yoda fan. Future conventions, you should bring her a bunch of Yoda stuff.
Yeah, I don't know much about the Yoda thing, but she's phenomenally talented and super kind. Nothing but great things to say about Sara.
Oh, we're supposed to say actual things?
Yeah, sorry. I'm not as quick-witted. Come on, Josh, what do you got?
Oh, I do believe, I can confirm she does like Yoda, actually. She loves him. So, yes, no, she's great.
Only Yoda-related questions when she gets here.
Yeah. Yeah. She'd probably hate you.
Sara, what's your biggest Yoda? What's your tallest, fattest Yoda?
Just sort of how'd you get started in art, and then how you got into Transformers specifically?
Okay. Go me this way. Hi, my name is Josh Burcham, the other Josh. Nice to meet me. I first got into Transformers, I don't know, I honestly had them before since I can remember. I was like a toddler and my mom bought them for me and I just always had them, and I always had recordings of G1, and so I always watched them. And yeah, I was into them. I had some toys, I played with them, and then I kind of got away, got into basketball and other sports stuff. And came back to them when Beast Wars came around, and that kind of reignited my passion. I found the internet and the websites and the fan sites and message boards, and I started posting art. And then I heard about this company called Dreamwave, and I was like, what the heck? I'll email them and see. Maybe someday I'll get to work on a Transformers comic. That would be amazing. And after some back and forth for about a year or two, they offered me a job coloring some profile books, and then it's kind of been downhill ever since. I've been in the best way possible. And then I started working on War Within, and then I followed the license over to IDW, started on Beast Wars, and then coincidentally ended with Beast Wars. But instead of just coloring, I ended it. I was the lead artist on the Beast Wars ongoing, so that was fun. And here I am now, still doing some stuff on the side. I'm doing a one-shot of Godzilla. It's a Mothra-centered thing. Godzilla Rivals, I think, is the series. And then I'm coloring an issue of Sonic the Hedgehog. And yeah, go Sonic. Got to go fast, and I need to color it fast, actually, because it's due soon. But yeah, just random thing, covers, and coming to conventions and seeing people like you, and saying hi, and drawings, and yeah, thank you so much for being here.
I don't know how I'm going to top that.
You
so
can't.
long. All right, I'm Alex Milne. Let's see, how did I start out? Well, I went to school for art, for scientific and technical illustration. I've always loved comic books and everything. My third year of school, I had to do a work placement where I bugged Dreamwave enough to let me in, and they let me intern and do profiles on the More Than Meets the Eye Armada books, where I was doing vehicle alt modes. And then one day I was randomly sketching a robot, and I think it was James McDonough? Yeah. He came by and he's like, oh, you can draw robots? We have some, he talked to another guy in there and he's like, oh, here's some robots for you to draw now. So I got to draw robot profiles. And then my month was up of a work placement, and they're like, you're leaving? And I'm like, oh, yeah. Well, when you're done in school, we have a book for you to work on, which was Transformers Energon. Then I moved over to IDW when they got the license, and I guess notable works would be Megatron Origins, Drift. I don't know. There's one book.
Forget the name.
I don't know. It has some
remembering.
British writer on it. ROM versus Transformers, Transformers versus Terminator, stuff. I guess more than meets the eye, stuff like that. And yeah, not really doing anything right now. Just interacting with all the fine fans and just trying to get by.
I used to post. I used to post a lot of fan art online. Bring this closer. I used to post a lot of fan art online, and I just got suggested to by a friend to Dreamwave when they had the license, and they had me color some profile stuff, and then they had me color this guy's stuff, and then that's it. They've just been doing that. You might know me from the book.
There you go.
There you go.
My name's Casey. I was 7 years old in 1984, so for that Christmas I got a G1 Jazz toy, and it was all over from there.
Hey, is that Sara trying to sneak in here? Way to go, be late.
Wherever you like.
Look, there's an empty chair.
All right. You want a water? Got a water. So yeah, I mean, I got in on the ground floor as a kid, always been a fan, but as far as starting work, it was about 2008. Well, actually, rewind a little bit. Same as Josh, I got involved in the online forums, IDW forums, DeviantArt, sort of started posting fan art, started making fan art, and started sharing it with people and meeting people and just being interactive online. And the short version of the story is that's kind of how I got my foot in the door. Notable stuff, probably still most people know me for the first thing I ever did, like 15 years ago or whatever, which was the Killing Joke homage cover. But other than that, I've been like a fill-in artist on Robots in Disguise, More Than Meets the Eye. I don't know, a little bit of everything, a couple of spotlights. You know, when the good artists are busy, they call me to fill in. That's just a little self-deprecating humor for you. But yeah, so now I'm just kind of, you know, now that the license has gone to Skybound, I'm kind of just doing my own thing, and we'll see what comes up. Look for me on some card games, I guess.
I don't know what the question was.
Favorite Star Wars character?
It's not Yoda.
Lies! So just introduce yourself. How'd you get into art? How'd you get into Transformers? And for those who may not know you by name or face, what do you do? What have you drawn for us before?
Okay, so yeah, I'm Sara Pitre-Durocher. I'm
That's
from
not how you say it.
No, I'm sorry. I'm a filthy liar. But no, yeah, I mean, I got into Transformers. Honestly, it started more with Transformers Prime for me, although I was a huge Beast Wars fan growing up as a kid. And that's like, when Prime came out, that's when I really got into drawing Transformers. And I started reading the comics, and then obviously I somehow met with John Barber at a San Diego Comic-Con, and he gave me the job to work on interiors, which was absolutely crazy, not expected. I just wanted to do cover art, and then it just worked out. So yeah, that's been crazy. I got into art. I loved animated movies. I loved animation shows. That's why I watched, Beast Wars. I thought it was amazing, incredible show. So I went to study animation. And at that point, I was turning into the 3D work. I hated that, so I wanted to do comic book art illustration. That was my passion. And so yeah, and since I stopped working on the IDW comics on Coller 1. I've been working full-time at a video game concept art studio. And we've been working on the art for the Transformers card games, which was, again, very exciting, because I asked them, like, get me this contract, and then we got it, so that was amazing. Very exciting stuff. And yeah, I've been there since then, and it's been great.